Entrepreneurship and small business management, the marketing mix. Objectives. After viewing this presentation, you should be able to recall each of the 4 Ps. Secondly, describe product considerations in relation to the 4 Ps. Third, describe price strategies. Fourth, explain place considerations. And finally, describe promotional methods. The marketing mix, the 4 Ps. As an entrepreneur, you should use the 4 Ps, in other words, the marketing mix, to service the target market, thereby reinforcing the product's positioning. So the 4 Ps are, first, the product, in other words, pertaining to all things about the product. Second, place, in other words, where and how the product and materials are previewed, tried and transacted. Third, price, in other words, the price points that the product is sold at. And finally, the promotion methods used, including the rollout and the reference accounts and testimonials from satisfied customers, and the different promotional methods used. Here's a question. Which of the following is not one of the 4 Ps? First, product. Second, people. Third, place. Fourth, price. Or fifth, all of the above. Slide entitled Marketing Mix, Product. So under the product category of the marketing mix, we have the following product or service considerations. Firstly, the design of the product. Secondly, the size of the product. Third, the materials used. Fourth, the functionality of the product. In other words, how well it works. Fifth, the product qualities. In other words, its core benefits to each individual, its actual benefits, in other words, its tangibles, and then its augmented qualities, in other words, intangibles, in other words, say for example, customer support or warranty, etc. So hopefully then, in the marketing mix, you could improve the design of the product, maybe that it's becomes smaller or more durable, and or maybe it's made with better materials than previously, and all this should improve the functionality of the product. Slide entitled Marketing Mix, Price. So under this category of the marketing mix, the price means the strategy, including the price points that the product is sold at. So some examples of strategy is, first of all, penetration pricing. In other words, trying to sell the product at a low price in order to attract new customers. Usually it's used to increase market share. Secondly, we have price skimming. And this is usually a first mover into a market, skimming the cream or the profits from the market. This is usually when there's no competition, so the entrepreneur can charge a high price. Then we have cost-based pricing, where you total up your costs of production and add a profit margin or a percentage on, and that becomes your price. And then we have value-based pricing, and this is based on the value of the product to the customer. So if a customer thinks that they get a lot of value from your product, then presumably they will, you will be able to charge a high price for that product. Then we have competitor pricing. In other words, looking to your competitors, see what prices they charge, and then trying to match accordingly. And then we have predator pricing, which is when you undercut a competitor to actually defeat the competitor or put them out of business. And then finally, we have the price quality attribution, which is best summarized with you pay for what you get. In other words, if you're willing to pay a higher price, you might get a higher quality product, or if you're willing to pay a low price, then you might have to accept as a customer that you're not going to get a very good quality product. What that means to the entrepreneur is that it's not always the best course of action to have a quality product and sell it for a low price. Here's a question for you. Which of the following pricing strategies aims to undercut or defeat a competitor? First, penetration pricing. Second, price skimming. Third, competitor pricing. Fourth, value-based pricing. Or fifth, none of the above. The marketing mix, place. So all things place means where and how the product and materials are previewed, tried, and transacted. So some options here is distribution of the product either directly or to wholesalers and retailers. So these are all options that will be covered in a later presentation. You should also bear in mind the choice of transportation in distribution. And finally, another consideration, online selling is a recent addition to this category of place, albeit a virtual place. And you have to consider the payment methods in online selling and whether they're secure, and also the website design, is it easy to navigate. The marketing mix, promotion. Here we refer to methods to communicate the product or service benefits to the market. So we have, first of all, advertising messages, which are paid for messages. And advertising can have a goal of either awareness or interest or desire to own the product or action to buy it. This is called the AIDA model, the AIDA model. Such methods for advertising include radio, TV, magazines, newspapers, internet, billboards, and trade shows. Then we have public relations, otherwise known as PR. Now these are non-paid messages that you or the entrepreneur can use to establish and maintain a firm's image in the public eye. So they might do this from a press release or get in a newspaper or a radio to give them a shout out, or give the audience details of a product that the audience might be interested in. Social media has become an important aspect of promotion, and it certainly helps if social media blogs are fun with topical articles and features. Then we have viral marketing, which is which includes buzz marketing, where you're trying to get some sort of some sort of buzz going to encourage interest in a product or a service. And then we have guerrilla marketing, which is taken to mean unusual marketing methods, such as advertising in urinal. Here's a question for you. AIDA is first, attraction, interest, defeat, action. Second, awareness, interest, desire, add-on. Third, awareness, inform, desire, action, or none of the above.